Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So the first video I made for this channel was a movie review with my dog. That's what the plan for this channel was intended to be. Then the damn dog died and my friends started posting crazy shit on social media, so I made a video about that. Today, Brand Synergy, a movie review based on a social media post from one of my Facebook friends. It's all coming together. And apparently because you rubes won't do it unless you're told by every single YouTube video you've ever seen, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, sorry.
So I saw a friend's post and it struck me. They had posted their GPS coordinates. I'd never seen anyone do this before. A little grid map with a flag on it. I don't think they were trying to coordinate drone strikes. They seemed to really want people to know where they were. A screening of Matt Walsh's new film, Am I Racist?
Growing up in the 90s, I never thought much about race. Sure, you noticed, but it never really seemed to matter that much, at least not to me.
Who had the camera? Where was the camera? Oh my God, they caught this on camera.
It was one of the most disturbing things that we'd seen on video.
But no 90s march attracted more attention than the Million Man March in 1995.
Being a white, straight, cisgender man is the top of the pile.
I'm on the top of the pile. That's me. Am I racist? If I'm going to sort this out, I need to go deeper undercover. If I want to be an ally, I need to look like one.
Now, if you don't know who Matt Walsh is, he's most famous for this.
So what is a woman?
He's a contributor to the Daily Wire and a big fan of Pierre Poilievre. Now, despite this movie not getting very much coverage in mainstream press and virtually no reviews from major critics, it's a box office smash. It is the highest grossing documentary of 2024. So I was intrigued. The first thing I had to do to see the movie was sign up for a Daily Wire subscription. Now, I considered getting the annual subscription. I really wanted that leftist tears tumbler. Thought it would go great with my right-wing nutjob tote bag from NPR. But alas, there is a cost of living crisis. So the New York Times describes the film as Walsh's journey through the world of anti-racism, where he explored literature, interviewed experts, and seemingly took an earnest look into the depths of his soul. However, 2 paragraphs later, they described him as facetiously entertaining the possibility that the anti-racism activists might be right. Can you be earnestly facetious? Facetiously earnest? The film is billed as a Borat-style mockumentary, where Walsh goes undercover as a bumbling, zealous DEI trainee. This is Matt Walsh in his DEI disguise. This is Matt Walsh how he regularly appears. Has Matt Walsh been secretly DEI all along? Is this some deep state Hunter Biden psyop? What kind of disguise is that? He couldn't fool Lois Lane. I don't know what's more unbelievable, the horsehair wig or the fact that that beard is real. Now, unlike Borat, who says insanely racist things to which his victims readily agree, Walsh says insanely stupid things to which his victims stare at him awkwardly while he pesters them, sometimes for several minutes at a time, until they awkwardly acquiesce to his demands to end the nightmare.
I want to pay you reparations right now. Will you accept?
I won't turn it down.
Okay. I don't know. It's 20. Well, this is all I have. I know that's not gonna. That doesn't make up for 400 years of oppression, but it's all that I have to give.
I don't know if it's ever enough, but what I can say is I appreciate the fact that you're putting in the work. You know, I think you're right. I don't think it'll ever end, but there is small progress I think we made today.
Did you want to pay any?
That was really weird.
Why was it weird?
That just seemed really weird to me.
Why?
Because you just took out your wallet, and I don't know, because I think reparations is like a systemic dynamic and approach. And so, I mean, I think there. I can go get some cash.
Now, to be fair, That clip did make me chuckle a bit. Walsh is saying deranged things, and the woman is staring at him like he's a madman. The crazy person, straight man comedy juxtaposition is a classic. They've been doing this in the Catskills since the 40s, but that doesn't seem to be what Walsh thinks is funny.
Is it because I said I had 17 black friends? It might have been 15. It depends on how you count them.
I would really appreciate it if you left so that the people who actually want to be here and deserve to be here can get what they need.
I do want to be
Can
here.
you please leave?
I would like it if you left.
I'm trying to learn. I'm on this journey.
Now, sometimes it's hard to separate the art from the artist, especially when it comes to comedy. Think Bill Cosby. Now, I'm not saying Walsh is a rapist, just saying he thinks 16-year-olds are the most fertile. And a lot of what he says makes me think he has the comic charisma of Manson. There is a good faith debate to be had about the effectiveness of DEI training. In fact, that debate has happened and is ongoing within the DEI cult, as Walsh would describe it. But Walsh doesn't want a good faith argument. He wants to mock cringy, overly emotional, socially awkward, well-intentioned people trying to deal with an uncomfortable subject in the best way that they can. Because he's a douchebag and he has an agenda. Perfect example of how disingenuous Walsh is comes from this scene.
Let's be clear what's happening in this country. It's Nazism. Republicans are Nazis.
Which is also used at the very opening of the trailer to grab your attention. What kind of a madman would say things like this? I'll show you what kind of a madman. I guess he posted those before he knew which way the money was blowing. Walsh is a cynical asshole, ginning up and cashing in on culture war horseshit, desperate for an easy target to punch down and hitting air most of the time. This is not DEI. This film is also not anti-DEI. It's a deflection from anti-DEI, because while you're laughing at silly white people, the government that he vehemently supports is erasing history. Jackie Robinson's military record, Harriet Tubman's role in the Underground Railway, hell, the Underground Railway, because we all know slavery didn't happen, historians, scientists, writers, artists, poets, major historical events that have shaped the moment we are living in right now. Hundreds of thousands of people laid off for the simple fact of being not white when they were hired. The movie is a very good replicant of a comedy, one that could easily fool a low-information viewer with its comedy editing made to make up for Walsh's lack of timing, his absurd comments, and oh, the pratfalls.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
But it's really just a propaganda film, made by a for-profit propaganda media outlet, one that I just gave $15 to and didn't even get a Tumblr. So there's more than one idiot at play here. So I don't want to give away the ending here, no spoilers. It's a bit of an M. Night Shyamalan twist. Turns out Walsh was brain dead all along. Is he racist? Only he knows. I can't read his mind, and I can't look into his heart the way the New York Post can. But I would suggest that the question, and the title itself, is yet another misdirection. Because what's important is, does he do racist things? I don't know the man, I don't work with him, but I can look at his public tweets, and he sure does have a love for white men that kill unarmed black men in self-defense, and really despise black men who kill armed white men in self-defense. All of this has reminded me of an incident from many years ago. A friend of a roommate at some party started telling me about his theories on race in the world, how the Chinese were controlling all the money in the banks, and Jews were fantastic at technology. And there was some little part of me wanted to correct the guy. Not because I believe in any of that racist crap. I thought he would want to be consistent with all the other Nazis. But racism doesn't need to be consistent because it's not based on anything real. There are no facts to support it. All it needs to do is to denigrate, conspiracize, and other. And Matt Walsh is certified in that. So should you see the movie? Fuck no. The fuck's wrong with you?